Bracketology presented by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, breaking down 2023 Texas High School Football Playoff brackets. I'm Greg Tepper. This is the smallest 11-man classification, 2A Division II, and we have a defending state champ here and a team that's anxious to get back to AT&T Stadium and prove that they are better than they were last year, but also a bunch of interesting newcomers. And I think, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but maybe the best slate of second-round games that we could have in any bracket across the state. This is going to be a lot of fun in 2A Division II. Let's start in Region 1, which is where one of those second-round matchups I think is really starting to rear its head, and that is New Home, a team that's been number 3 all year in 2A Division II, has looked fantastic. Love what they bring offensively. They've been really strong overall. What happens when we run to Sunray? And the Sunray offense, led by Armando Luan, in a second-round matchup. New Home and Sunray, get your tickets now. An unbelievable matchup in a second round. Wellington was a team that's really interesting. They lost to Clarendon in Week 11, which drops them to the 2nd seed, and that kind of puts them in the dirty side of the bracket, in my opinion. The tough draw for the Skyrockets. If they get past Vega, they may be dealing with district champion Lockney. Keep an eye on that one. Up here at the top, Clarendon, the champions of District 2, I think they are co-favorites up here with Groover, but Sudan lurks as well in Region 1. This is a really wide-open region. You've got newcomers, but remember, New Home was the team that won the region last year. I think they've got to be the favorite right now, but that second-round match with Sunray is chef's kiss. Let's go over to Region 2. Region 2 is where things get really interesting because you've got a defending state champion, Albany, but their path is difficult. El Dorado in the first round, let's say they win that game. Seymour, very tough team, formerly state ranked, very difficult. They lost a couple weeks ago to Windthorst, which knocked them from their top spot. Then, if they get past that, they could see Wink or Munster. Neither one of those teams are going to be a pushover for Denny Faith's ball club. Then the bottom half of the bracket, you've got Windthorst, a team that won a state championship in 2020 and is looking like they're doing that thing again. One of the best coach teams in Texas high school football. If they get past Lindsay, they get Roscoe in the second round or McCamey. That's a really intriguing first-round matchup, by the way. And then Collinsville down here with Logan Jenkins. I love this Logan Jenkins kid. The quarterback for Collinsville is one of the most exciting playmakers in Texas high school football. Can he guide them on a deep run? A third-round matchup with Windthorst may lurk, and then if they get that, they may get an opportunity to take down the defending state champs. Over to Region 3. It's Mart. Don't really have a whole lot else to say. Mart has absolutely dominated Region 3 for the past, decade or so. It's hard to see anybody toppling the Panthers, the number 2 team in the state. Who could do it? Maybe a team like Overton, right? Overton was 9-0 entering the final week of the regular season before they lost to Tenaha. We'll get to them in a moment. Overton could give them a trouble. Maybe a team like Sims Bowie or Deweyville could give them trouble. If they get to a regional final, they're probably going to see Tenaha, right? Tenaha is a team that is the champion in District 11, and I would say right now is the chief challenger to Mart, although Lovelady is another team that would like your attention as well. But make no mistake, Mart has to be your clear favorite in Region 3. Then down to Region 4. Region 4 is where things get messy because the power nexus in this district is District 13. But District 13 was a mess. And they're all really evenly matched, and as a result, you've got 3 teams out of District 13 that I think are all capable of getting hot and winning the region. Bremond, Chilton, and Granger. Where's Granger? Granger right there. But Granger's got a first-round match with Burton, right? I mean, that's the problem, is that the tiebreaker broke in such a way that Granger gets the short end of the stick. They got to deal with Burton. If they get past that, they get a date with district champion Brackettville. It's not like things are a whole lot better for Chilton. That Louise team is very dangerous. Up here at the top half of the bracket, I would say Bremond, to the victor go the spoils. They won the tiebreaker. They get the better draw here, but they will get a date with Falls City most likely in a regional semifinal. This is going to be interesting just because of how evenly matched those 3 teams at the top of District 13 are. It's going to make Region 4 a lot of fun. So what are we looking at here? Up here at the top half of the bracket, West Texas is going to be a lot of really interesting. That second round match with New Home and Sunray is something I'm really keeping an eye on. Down here, you got the defending state champs in Albany, but plenty of landmines in their way. Up here, it's Mart. And then down here, you got District 13, right? Plus Falls City. That, to me, feels like the way that Region 4 is going to break down. But no matter how it breaks out, it's going to be fascinating to see this sprint to the AT&T Stadium, and we will be with you every step of the way at TexasFootball.com.